Gifted to Tula. He's not a fucking anything. He's just a pink badge having bitch. You know, he's poor too. He doesn't have any money. Because he's Mexican. Although he says he's Mexican, the truth is he doesn't play King of Fighters, so I don't really believe him. He might be one of those weird, kind of half-ethnic guys, you know what I mean? Papa John's? I have cough, though? Okay, you just don't play it. Who's your favorite character? And if you don't say it's Terry or Rock Howard, you and I are going to have to play some Mark of the Wolves together. Actually, it would be really fun. I kind of want to learn that game. I played that game a bunch. The Muay Thai guy and girl? Joe Higashi. Of course, man. That guy's fucking cool. Oh my god, he actually did it. Woo! Hey, thanks, Danny Loa. You're a fucking pal, man. Thanks for that gifted sub. Man! You know, I gotta thank all you guys again. 72OX Days. Thanks for following. Danny Loa, thanks for the Tier 2 4-month. Tommy Roar with the Twitch Prime. That is the best kind of Prime. And Danny Loa with the gifted sub. Man, you guys are great. I really appreciate it, buddies. Thank you. Damn, sub gifter. I love that chowder face, by the way. That looks good. This is a small talk stream now, I guess. This is an Asmer stream. I'm gonna fucking start talking about, you know, Velvet 7 in a hot tub or something. Or Eris in a hot tub. I don't even fucking know. Let's talk about Sajam and his crusade to get Street Fighter 6 to have good netcode when that game comes out. I really hope it does, too. Holy fuck. Do you know what I'm gonna do if Street Fighter 6 is real? I'm gonna be so fucking in that shit. I was just thinking about that today, man. I was so excited for Street Fighter 5, and I was just sitting around thinking, man, I would love to be into some Street Fighter. Now. What the hell is that? This is still pretty quiet. Are you guys okay?
Hi, everyone at home watching. Oh my god, I'm excited for this. I was going to try and get you hyped, but you're doing it yourself. We can do this, though. Hi, I'm Jesse Cox. I'm a massive Larry
I got it
fan.
as loud as it will go. I can't
here,
churn it up any further.
Going to host this fun panel that we have in store for you today. I'm really excited. This is the gameplay reveal.
Why is Gabe Newell on here?
For Baldur's Gate 3.
Jesse Cox? Oh.
We've got about 10
Which one
of
has
gameplay
Cox? Is it him?
And about 8 spreadsheets, a few
That
pie
guy
charts,
looks like he's got Cox.
and
He looks like a Cox to
45
me.
minutes of Q&A, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
We know what you love.
Looks like a younger me?
Lots of spreadsheets. Numbers, lots of those.
There's no way I'd be rocking a fucking beard like that,
How
buddy.
many of you, by show of hands,
Fucking.
are big
Plus, I
Larry
can't see any
fans?
tits on the guy. He just looks like a wall.
All right.
I don't think it's
and
close.
how many of you were like, Baldur's Gate? I love that.
He looks like everybody
And
I ever
by
worked
show
with
of, I
at
assume,
Nintendo.
2 hands. How many of you are
It
fans
actually
of
gives
both?
me a warm feeling inside. It's kind of weird.
I got everyone to do the
I look
wave.
at this
I'm
guy and
feeling
I just
good about
immediately
that.
start thinking, this is
All
my
right.
kind of person. This
We are
is the
going
type
to-
of person
look,
I'm going to play Mortal Kombat
talk all
2
day.
on the arcade
I
machine
could,
with.
But no one cares what I think. Because all of you are here to see this man, Sven Vink, is going to play for you Baldur's Gate 3. And I'm going to shut up and let him do that. Because this is going to be the coolest thing you will ever see. And I'm going to just hand it over to you.
Hey, are there any other games that PAX is showing that you guys know of today? Is that like after this maybe?
Hold on, wait a minute.
I wasn't
wait a
paying
minute.
attention to like the
We can get
list.
louder than that. This is going to be crazy.
It's not going to be crazy. This is going to be a game that everyone's going to be
We
angry
have to
about because it'll be
turn people
casualized
away.
or something.
There are people still outside. You
Yeah,
need
I
to
didn't
get
even know
louder
PAX
to
was
make them
happening.
sadder. Louder. Get excited. Baldur's Gate 3. Scream for this man.
Turn-based boulders. More like Balding Gate.
Thank you. I love you too.
BGC's Baldur's
so-
Gate.
What you're about to see is a game that's still in development, so it's literally pre-alpha.
Man, I'm gonna have to play it now.
I'm gonna show you a video. I'm gonna just play it.
Baldur's Gate? Balding's Gate?
Furthermore, to make it even more exciting, the save game system is broken, so that means that if I die, if it's the party wipe, I'll just have to restart, so we'll try not to have that happen.
I can't. It just goes behind the webcam.
You will see something. It's something that we see too. We'll fix it. We still have a whole bunch of time before it's going to be ready.
I'll just emphasize.
It was announced that it's going to early access. We actually wanted to.
Mine's currently shining right off the light right now, so I can't talk.
It's going to be in early access in a couple of months. We don't know exactly when it's ready for early access. And with that said, we're just going to start up with a small intro, and then we'll start chatting. Okay.
Early access. Ooh. I hate that shit. As long as it's not fucking, what is it, greenlit? As long as it's not greenlit or Kickstarter. Fucking Bloodstained. Man, what the hell just happened? Laggy? Yeah, there's like some weird V-Sync shit going on. You guys seeing that? Is that one of those gifts? I think I know what she is. Hey, that's offensive. Those guys aren't supposed to have noses. Gith Yankees or Gith Ronkies, they're not supposed to have a nose. Or at least their nose is like totally flat or some shit. Yeah, I kinda thought this was Diablo 4 for a second too. Damn, sperm? What the fuck? Where's he putting that? Gross. Ew. Gross. Are you kidding? That's fucked up. Oh, they're fucking Mind Flare, of course. That is fucked up. That's hot?
So we have a problem.
It is so good to meet you.
That's not my cursor, by the way.
Calm yourself. There is something I want to give you. Who are you?
What's all that sound going on right now? Did they just skip the cutscene?
There you go. I'm Sven.
Great name.
So.
Oh, there he
for
is.
Character creation, I can select my background. So these are all the Dungeons and Dragons backgrounds that you know. If you play Dungeons and Dragons.
Do you guys need me to move the camera or anything?
Body type. I can change my
It doesn't
race.
look like there's anything down here.
Play as a drow.
I'm not blocking anything
Play as a
except an
human.
accept button. Don't worry
Yankee.
about it.
I can play as a dwarf. I can play as an elf. I can play as a half elf. I can play as a half drow. I can play as a halfling. And there's more, but we're
Why'd
only
they all
showing a
laugh?
few. These are the races that will be going into early access, and there more will be added afterwards. And so, depending on which race I pick, I get different features. I can also select which class I'm going to play. We have 6
Man,
classes that will be available.
this
on
is
early access.
wildly-
Yeah,
okay,
so
my
then
camera
we'll
is
just
blocking
have
something.
to
Hold up.
Progress.
I'm gonna move my camera away for you guys.
So I can play as a wizard,
There you go.
cleric,
Maybe I'll move it back later.
ranger, rogue, and warlock, and then I can pick.
There's a lot of empty space on that for an
and
RPG.
select my skills.
Where's
which
like
I
all the
will be
stats and shit?
proficient. Today
Character
we're going to play an
creation.
origin story. So we have different origin stories. There's gonna
Is
be
this
5 that are gonna be
BlizzCon?
in early access. There will be more after. So this is Lizelle. She's the girl you saw in the intro. So she
Isn't this the chick that just got the weird
Gale is a
worm in her
wizard,
in her
he has
eyeball?
a very big problem, and that's pretty much that he's going to explode. Shadowheart.
So yeah, they have an origin
dark
story, dude.
cleric.
Check it out.
So
I'm trying to
she's a
fight my
sword
mouse
dude.
with his
He
mouse.
was a
Hey,
monster
bitch,
hunter
get the fuck back
who
here.
made a
What are you
pact
running
with
for,
the devil.
bitch?
He
Get over here.
regrets it. And today we're gonna play as Astarion, who is a vampire spawn. He's a noble.
Oh, this shit's fun.
So
I haven't done
vampire
this
spawn is
live
not
in a
really
long ass
vampire. He
time.
has a vampire to which he is a
You have
slave.
no idea how badly I just
He's
wanted to
a
scroll
high
down
elf,
here and
so
start
we get to
pushing
select
the
incantation
time
for him.
zone forward.
So we're gonna pick Mage Hand because we're gonna do cool things with it. And all the rest is already preset for him, so we just have to click the Venture Forth button and we can continue our adventure.
Mage hand are cool things, of course. So that was my character that just got wormed. Got dewormed or extra wormed. So these Mind Flayer guys all serve like one giant brain. It's just a huge brain that they fucking... I don't even know what they do. I guess they fuck it or something. I'm not sure. It's just a huge brain that they just feed stuff all day. It's pretty wild. And the slaves like massage the brain and shit and fucking say nice things to it. That's all Mind Flayers are interested in, is feeding this huge brain that just throbs in some basement somewhere. I think we've seen this before. Yeah. Damn, what the hell? Disintegration? Oh, teleport? Fucking Avengers. Fucking Tatums, man. You gotta dab on this guy. What the hell? Oh, look, it's a real dragon with forearms and everything. It's not a Skyrim dragon. Too bad the game isn't actually like any of this. Totally. I thought they said this was a gameplay trailer. Dude, there's people in there. I guess dragons don't care. What the hell? Whoa. Man, this is kind of gross. This is like a fucking hentai, man. All these tentacles and worms and shit. I mean, it looks cool. I'll give it up on that. Damn. This looks like it could have been another Dungeons and Dragons movie. You guys remember the original? By the way, that's not my mouse cursor down there. That's some other fucking shit. That's the other guys. That's right here. Some Skyrim hentai? It's not even that. The thing is oh man, what is this going to be like?
So
It's got to be
we're gonna skip the
isometric.
tutorial because it's not ready yet. And so I'll tell you what happens in tutorial, or at least in a nutshell. We're going to capture that Nautiloid. We're going to do that together with the Githyanki warrior that you saw captured in the intro.
It is ISO? Yeah, it better
And
be.
we're going to teleport it to a place called Faerun, more specifically to the Sword Coast, more specifically 200 miles to the east of
Faerun.
Baldur's Gate. That was, by the way, the city that you saw.
Faerun,
before,
the
not
legendary
Baldur's Gate, it was
Dritz do
Yardbark.
Earnings place.
Oh yeah.
Yep, there it is. Yeah, Divinity, Original Sin, right? The guys that did Divinity are doing this game, right?
What the hell's is going on?
So what I forgot to mention is that my vampire spawn normally can't walk in the sunlight. He can't go over running water, and he needs an invitation if he wants to enter somewhere. But apparently he
It'll
can
be
walk
co-op?
in the sunlight.
Yeah,
so
it
that's
better
kinda
be.
handy for us. So he's going to try to figure out what's going on.
Can you
So,
local
I
multiplayer?
can
That'd
control
be
the camera
good.
and put it in third person, so then it's running behind me. Or I can just go back top down and then basically play it in a traditional manner. So I'm gonna like going like this, and let's have a look at what we can find.
It looks nice. I'll give it up on
There.
that. It's not really isometric, though, is it? It's actually more like... it's a little more Neverwinter Nights-y, isn't it? I like that.
So this is a.
I mean, you
a
can
river,
go
it's called
up there,
Baldur,
but... Yeah.
Better not push my luck.
and it reaches all the way to Baldur's Gate, but we have no boat, so we're gonna have to go different direction. Obviously, you can see that it's been a lot of fun over here. Mangled Fisher, the little letter.
Yeah, actually, I'm really getting like a lot of
Love that it's none
Divinity.
of my business.
I'm getting a lot of Divinity vibes so far from it.
Was the sky always this blue?
I mean, it's the same people, right? So that makes sense.
Starden doesn't really care about the fact that everybody's dead. Apple. She is banging at that door, so let's go ask and introduce ourselves.
Blasted doors, What? Oh, it's you. I
Same
saw you on
exact
the ship.
UI. Yeah, I was thinking it looked
You
very
survived
much like
then.
it.
Suddenly I saw what she saw, felt what she felt. Anger, confusion, resolve.
You. You've got the same thing I do. In your head. I felt it.
Oh, the worm?
Okay, so I have a whole bunch of dialogue options. So what just happened to us is because of the tadpole. I was already introduced to that in the tutorial. We call it mind melding. So we both have a tadpole in our heads.
What's up with the
and,
dialogue here?
We can telepathically connect to each other. But I'm also very hungry, so I'm playing this from the point of view of Astarion, vampire
stared
spawn.
at her?
So you will see that all of my choices will be tailored to.
Why is
being
the
Astarion,
wording all
essentially.
weird?
So I'm gonna stare at her and realize that I'm very hungry.
What's the matter with you? Has that tadpole
That looked
scrambled
really
your brain
strange.
already?
Did that look weird to you?
So
Like it
I
was
can
all
basically
past tense
say,
or
okay,
something.
well, I'll just feed, or
the fuck?
I can swallow my urge and feign ignorance, which is what I'm gonna do because I need a companion.
Come on. The chase through hell? The creatures? What they did to us? The tadpole? That thing is going to consume us from the inside and turn us into mind flayers. You and I need a healer. Finding one won't be easy in this wilderness. We'll need supplies. I'm hoping something of use might be behind
I'm
these
very
doors.
confused. Why is he talking in the
But I
past
barely
tense
made
with
a
his
dent in them
dialogue
so far.
options?
Okay,
I
so
offered
can
I
pick the
offered to
lock, but
help.
the
You
rule
haven't
also,
done
so I can
anything
tell her
yet.
To save her strength, then that I'll pick the lock.
By all means.
This must be like one of
I'm going
those
to see
like
what's at the top of this cliff.
some dude is reading from a book or something.
Hopefully there's no
Right?
more of these creatures along the way.
Man, even in Divinity, you start off on a beach. In this one, you start off on a beach too. What the hell is up with them and
Company for our
beaches?
final moments. But you're right. Whatever lies ahead will be a little less daunting with support. You can call me Shadowheart.
I can tell her that I'm a star in a reformed vampire spawn who can walk in the sunlight, or I can choose not to tell her, which is a good idea. And I can also question her what she knows about the things in each of our heads.
Very little.
I just realized there's no voice
Supposedly,
acting
those
in
monsters
the
breed by
protagonist, is
planting
there?
their
You're right,
tadpoles in
silent
people's
protag.
heads. Over
Yeah.
time, the infected victim turns into a mind flayer. I don't remember how long it takes, but we
Why
should
is her
hurry.
head so janky?
That's a problem.
What's
I'll
going
introduce
on
myself,
that?
Starion,
Lead the way, Astarion.
and I've made my first companion.
The
Try to
Dark
lockpick that door.
Cleric? Is that
I
what
don't
she
have a
is?
lockpick, so that's not gonna.
Clerics are like
So,
notoriously
oops, myself
overpowered.
at the door. All right.
They're so super buff.
Fine gentleman has something of use that he doesn't.
So this has got to be 5th edition, right? I want to see the kind of quick bar those guys got down there.
More of those
The thing is that it could be like a butchered D&D 5th edition, right?
That's usually.
That's
an
usually how
combat.
they do it.
Let me see something like that. So let's try and see what that is. Where are they? Oh yeah, this is. So combat is turn-based.
Yeah,
because
right, there's a lot of
direct
shit falling
turn-based system,
everywhere.
So we base ourselves on that. I need to be very careful for these intellect divorce because if they get too close to me, it will be very painful. This can actually end up in a party wipe, but I'll do my very best not to let that happen. I'm going to seek the high ground. In Dungeons and Dragons, seeking advantage allows you to roll twice, which is a good idea because there's a lot of dice rolling going on behind the scenes, as you'll soon see.
I see, he's using
we
a bow.
translate the dice
So
roll
just
into
like in
percentages so that you don't have to
Divinity,
roll
you get a
mathematics
bonus
yourself.
if you're
It
higher
gives me
ground with
90%
your
chance to
archery.
hit, so that's a pretty good one.
Man, this is exactly like Divinity, right? And he still missed with a 90%? Man, if this is XCOM bullshit, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'll manage, don't worry about it. That's a 45%, that's not so good. But let's try. I'm casting Sacred Fire, let's see what that does. To puny 2 damage. So if you're curious to know how the calculations are happening, they're happening behind the scenes here. You can just hover over it and then you can
Man,
learn
this really
all
is fucking
about
Divinity.
The math behind the numbers that you see, which is why Jesse said lots of numbers. We're going to be very brave and we're just going to go up there. And then I'm going to see how far I can get the Starion because I don't want him to die right away. Alright, Shadowheart. Well, she's not really me, she's just my recruit, so cast Shield of Faith of her. The bonus actions, these are my actions, these are my bonus actions. You just see, yeah, it says AP, it's a little bit misleading, but it's actually just
Yeah, it's got the
actions that you
AP system and
sometimes
everything.
You can have 2 of them. So I'm going to end my turn, and now it's the enemy's turn. See what they do. Unfortunately, they can jump. That's good. He couldn't hit me. That's actually not that bad. So what I'm going to do with Shadowheart is I'm going to try something that's a little bit risky, but sometimes works. I'm going to use Shove, and I'm going to try to... Oh, it won't work.
35%?
So that guy's a little bit further from me, and then she can still hammer at that guy. It's really not
2 damage?
well.
What the fuck, man?
And then I'm going to shoot with the star.
Man, everything's gonna be... Oh, that's 7 damage?
Right.
What the hell? Is everything gonna be like a... I don't know. I feel like everything... Maybe with these damage values, everything's gonna be tanky as fuck. Look at this.
So combat is
Look at this.
very
They're
high
almost...
stakes, as you
Are
can
they
see.
almost dead? Is that their health down there? Are they almost dead, both of them?
So they have a reaction, so that basically means if she walks away from here, they're gonna hit her, which is not good.
Please tell me this
what
guy
I'm going to do.
dies.
And
Please tell me this guy can't even beat his own game that he made.
So I have a jump. I didn't
In
want
the
to use it
tutorial
yet.
phase, or whatever the
First I'm
fuck
going
this
to-
is.
Oh man. That's
Man, that was my experience with Divinity. I fucking couldn't figure a damn thing out. Everything was fucking impossible.
And it's in half
Everything
by
was
myself,
like
all that I have
insanely
inside
strong.
of me. I do have one action that I can still do, so I'm just gonna try it out. This is my mage hand. My mage hand is bad at many things, but it's very good at throwing stuff.
Attack?
So I'm gonna.
Mage hand usually can't attack in D&D.
There you go.
Wow. So it just pushes them off. Why did everyone laugh at that? Oh my god. Is everyone like, that's just stupid or
You have no idea how
what?
nervous I was about doing it because I was gonna get in this situation. So.
Mage
I
hand
almost
can't
should have
manipulate
approached them in
anything more than a
completely
few
different manner.
pounds
We'll
or
see in the next
something.
combat how you can actually
Well,
beat
right
them.
away that wouldn't work in the
Finish
game.
last first, I
In the
guess.
tabletop.
All right. She is hurting, so she's gonna drink my first healing potion. I don't have a lot of them. Then she's just gonna. Well, actually, I don't want to use it up. Just smack him like this. Maybe I'll get lucky. Okay, all right. Well.
This does
can I-
look pretty whack.
Nope.
Oh man.
All right. Here it comes. That's good.
I think I'm gonna wait for Diablo 4.
He's getting back up.
Prone saving throw? Okay, so you got prone status. That's something.
Very
Look,
high
she's
stakes.
almost dead. She just took
Um,
6 damage, man.
Hiding for the shot. That's interesting. Okay. Mage hand, where are you? Do your thing. The 80%. So sorry. Yeah, you can also throw bodies that you find in the world, but it's not working. So that's why I'm using the shove actually. It's working, but it doesn't look as good. Oh, why did I go to sneak?
Sneaking
It's flipped.
failed.
Really? Did I put my hand?
Did
in
he just
sneak?
choose the
That's
wrong
really
act?
clever.
Did he literally just choose the wrong action?
Uh,
Did he just Eris on national television?
Okay. So
I think this dude just pulled an Eris
Yeah,
and he
the
literally
announcement
chose
was that it was
sneak
gonna be
over shove.
Alright,
Oh my
90%
god, this is
shot.
the guy who
Oh,
made
yeah,
the game.
actually, I have a pin
This
down
guy
there.
literally made this game. What the
action that
fuck,
you get
man?
With your weapon, so each weapon
This
that
is
you
not
get
a good
gives you
showing.
an extra type of action. Yes, I know that you're sneaking.
An Eris combo, huh? He missed? Wasn't that a 90% chance? This guy has missed
You got
twice
this. You
with a
got
90% chance.
Hold on, I have a plan.
This doesn't
I have
make
a
any
plan.
sense.
I got a bottle with grease, so I'm just gonna throw. Can you stop hand? And normally he's not supposed to be able to hit like this. Actually, can't you do anything useful? If they want to attack you, maybe. Ooh. Oh, they killed. No, they didn't kill.
Clear
Hand.
area?
Okay. All right. So, they did kill hand. Yeah,
Oh,
hand
he
is not
killed the
supposed to
mage
die.
hand. So the mage hand is an
Um,
actual summon. That is weird.
Well, it's going swimmingly. Okay, so I wanted to throw, so I have a throw action. I can throw pretty much everything. In a presentation I did previously, I threw my boots. So for comedial effect, I'll just throw my boots. Maybe I'll actually just kill him. Oh, that's it.
Good work, good work.
He just threw his own shoe? He threw his boots at him and it worked?
That's not that bad, actually. So, where is
Jesus
he?
Christ.
Hey, oops.
I guess that's supposed to be like really funny or something.
No, it's enter, yeah.
Yeah, the boots did twice as much damage as the cleric hitting him with a mace.
That's
She dead.
So she's down. She's not dead yet.
Well,
that's the
down.
good news. So basically, how this works is this is death saving throws. So each turn there's going to be a roll behind the scenes, and if it's a good roll, then we're going to get a little blue spot like this. And if we have 3 of them, she gets stabilized, which is cool. And if we get 3 red ones, because it's a bad roll, then she dies. And they are going to keep on hitting at her because if
So
she
that's
gets
5th edition
the
for
negative
sure right
over,
there.
over maximum HP, she dies
Yeah, it's
too.
definitely a
So,
Rick and Morty
we're going
shit.
to try to avoid that from happening.
Oh, I threw my boots. It's so
but I'm
funny.
really not switching.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
So I shouldn't have thrown the boost, by the way. That was a really stupid move. This looks like a really good hit. Good, excellent.
Man,
And we have
8
one guy
damage.
left.
That's really good.
Thank you. Why?
But man, you don't have
Okay,
any
well,
health at
let's hope
all.
that this one's gonna go right.
Critical miss? This guy has missed 3 out of 4 bow shots? Or is it like 3 out of 5 bow shots? And three of them were 90%. How are you missing with 80%? Man.
Bravo.
This is exactly my experience in Divinity. This is 100% what happened. This is 100% what happened in Divinity also,
Okay,
and I
well,
fuced that game. I was like,
I
what
did
the
tell
hell
you
is
that.
going on? How I am
Stop,
missing
stop,
this
stop.
amount?
Hold on.
That's incredible.
I was too late. All right, so I do have the save game problem is real, so it is genuine. So I need to restart. So I'm just gonna do a quick restart.
This guy is trying to
Just
show
do
the
it fast,
game
and then we'll
off,
just-
and he
we'll
died.
do Q&A for 5 minutes.
You got it out of the way early.
I can't
That's why they
believe
gave
it.
us a half-hour extra, Jesse.
Yeah, absolutely. You're fine.
I'm beyond
I'll
impressed.
just-
I'm beyond impressed. I'm gonna buy 5 copies. You know what? The shit it's way better than Street Fighter 5.
Luckily for you, we have a save button that allow me to
Way better than Street Fighter 5. Oh my god.
I cantrip. Take my trusty mage hand. Venture forth. Go forward.
What the
into
hell
game.
is even going on, man?
And I will recruit Shadowheart again, so I'll do that in the shortest possible manner. And then I suggest we try to
Straight up
avoid
dies,
the
huh?
intellect divorce.
At least I laughed. Yeah, I guess
Again,
throwing your boots for 4 damage is,
before we
I
proceed
guess
with our
it's
adventure.
viable. Fucking, I don't get it.
So yeah.
Oh man,
like,
you know,
we've done
I
this
had
for the
I
last
had
3
some
weeks,
I had
and
some
I've
interest
done
in
this
this
like 30,
game,
40
but
times.
I'm very
I
quickly
generally will
losing
die
it. I don't think I've
So it's
lost
always
interest in a
nice.
game quite as fast as I am in this one right now.
Meanwhile,
I
we can
can't
also
believe how
others
quickly
in the
I'm
game.
turning on this game.
I'm gonna make him walk over there.
The thing is even in Divinity there was a little bit of fun at the start.
I'm gonna just let
But this one I'm looking at it, I'm like,
run,
man,
Astarion,
what the
run,
fuck?
Run.
It's not
Run
Dungeons
here.
and Dragons. I mean, this is
So,
using some sort of a
meantime, we can have
Divinity
look at,
system. This
the
is not
backside of
using a
the
5th
UI.
edition
so,
system.
this is where you see all my equipment. Here you see all of my abilities, and so when you click on
Was
them,
the sky
you
always this
see.
It just doesn't
skills,
really sit well with me. I mean,
and this is my spell book, where the.
I like the
spells
I
that are
like
going to be learned.
Dungeons and Dragon attempt games. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it is really early. You're right. It
Blasted
is
doors,
super
I-
early.
What?
Well, how early is it exactly?
It's
I
you.
mean, when is this game coming out? Do you
I
even know?
saw you on the ship.
Come on, man. Just skip this
You
sit. We've
survived,
already
then.
seen it.
Suddenly I saw what she saw, felt what she felt. Anger,
Why does he have a voice acting for this part?
resolve.
Early access in a few months? Well, then it's not going to change all that
You've got
much.
the same thing I do.
Yeah, it
in your
seems way
head.
too early.
I felt it.
But they did that with
Okay,
Divinity
so
also,
this is
didn't
very
they?
nice.
Fucking-
And well, I
You know, and it's such a hard, let's be honest here, this is a hard genre to really get into. I'm not interested in turn-based. I'm really not. But I'm willing to do it if there's some cool shit there.
And turn us into
But I'm not seeing anything cool. Throwing my fucking shoe?
Need a healer.
That ain't giving me much of a boner over
Finding
here.
one won't be easy in this
The guy
world.
died in a fucking
We'll
weird-ass
need
fight.
supplies.
It's just 3 little brain things,
I'm
man.
hoping something of use might be behind these doors. But I've barely made a dent in them so
I was
far.
really looking forward to a Dungeons and Dragons
I'm
game.
gonna help
Be
you.
my guest.
This is
but
not
that door's
Dungeons and
too
Dragons.
strong.
This is
Maybe
whatever
there's another
Divinity
way.
is doing.
Up the cliff.
I really like that cliff.
Hopefully there's no more of these things. Or just company for our final moments.
Well, that was true.
But you're right. Whatever lies ahead will be a little less daunting with support.
Brain pedals.
You can call me Shadowheart.
Man, that's
Yep, I'm
unfortunate.
Astarion.
Lead the way, Astarion.
Do you want
Alright.
to take an audience vote on if we do this fight again?
Are they gonna fail this one again?
Oh yeah? Okay, alright, alright.
I mean, I guess if the guy
Okay,
didn't
so now I'm
sneak
doing-
with
I'm
his
gonna play
hand,
like
maybe
pro.
he would have done it.
Do it really well, and I'll show a few other things. First of all, I am gonna dip my bow into the fire.
Oh yeah, that's literally a Divinity thing
Then
too. You
I'm
can
gonna
do
press
that in
this button.
Divinity. Man, it really is
Which
just
allows me to enter turn-based
Divinity,
mode outside combat. And so
Baldur's Gate,
that way
Divinity
you can sneak
Sin,
up
or
on
whatever.
people,
Divinity
do all
Sin.
kinds of things they don't expect you to do.
Baldur's Gate, Divinity
And-
Sin Edition.
and
That's all this
basically
is.
The way that works is that they have 6
Man.
seconds.
Well,
Oh yeah, see these are.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fucking not care.
I wonder if I can make this show.
The thing about like, and this whole dice rolling thing that is kind of happening with like the sneak and stuff like that.
They get to patrol for 6 seconds.
When you're rolling dice in like a real tabletop
Good.
game, it's fun
See that over there?
because
That's
you've got a
explosive.
DM there that could make it so
Try to get there.
whatever your roll did like could totally change the game. You know what I mean? Like you've got a DM right there. It's not really fun if you're rolling dice in this game. And then it's just fucking nothing happens. You know, you roll the dice and you fail to hit the guy, and it's like that's not
That
fun.
is still waiting
But in
for
a
me.
Dungeons and Dragons, you can play it up and do whatever you want with that rolled dice. It doesn't have to miss. It could do something else.
It's much
DM's
better. I
discretion.
feel much more relaxed about this fight.
But in a game like this, it's
I'm
just,
gonna
yeah,
pin
you
him down,
missed. That's fucked up. Like, that's it.
So you can't get too close. There you go. This is how it's supposed to be. And then I did actually have a very strong attack, but I never got to use it, which is Guiding Bolt. But I'm gonna use it now. Where's the other guy? Oh, he's still there. I'm gonna wait. Just gonna do this one.
Critical miss.
Yeah, very successful.
Pillars of Eternity,
But
2? No, I
put
have
on
not.
it, put on
I was actually gonna try something I really wanted to try is that Wolfsiden game.
he can't move anymore. That's good.
But I haven't heard
Another
anything
guy.
about it yet, and I heard it doesn't have any
Coming
controller
towards us.
support.
She's
So
gonna
I
use
haven't
for
wanted to
Guiding
play
Bolt
it yet.
in general.
But I would like to give it a shot.
There you go.
I haven't heard
Damage.
anything about it though.
And then we're gonna shoot.
You fight well.
So that went much different because what they utilized the area effect to
Alright.
explode and stuff.
That was exciting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just Divinity.
Let's see what this guy has.
Divinity
He's got
had
silver
some
rockets,
alright things,
dagger,
but man, it was
got
boring
some
as fuck.
rapier I might want to use. So let's put that one on. There we go. And go forward and explore a little bit more. See what the world has to offer us.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be more excited for Diablo 4. That's-
So,
Man.
like in
It
all
really
of our
is.
games, you can move
Look at
things in
this,
the
man.
environment.
The whole
But we've
left
got-
side
we've
of the
added a whole
screen
bunch of
looks
stuff
like we're
that you can
looking
do.
at the other Divinity
So you
game.
can, for instance, make a stair. Why would
That's
you
so
make a
crazy.
stair? Well, because you want to walk on it, of course. Let me do that. Oh shit!
Did you just hit her?
It's
Why
fine. You're
can
doing
you
great.
do
It's
that?
fine.
Why can you?
All right, well. All right. think.
This is not going well.
Okay, so here's another example of why you would want to do.
This is
turn-based
not
mode,
what you
so
want to
that
show a
you
game
want
that's
to
in
war or
early
whatever.
access, man. Oh my
You
gosh.
can now just press the button and then you can
Well-
just, plan your move close to it,
Boy.
and then it has 6 seconds. So if I press my spacebar now, it will move for 6 seconds.
Throw
and
your
it's my
shoe.
Well,
Throw
we'll
your
use this to
shoe,
surprise
stab
people
your
sneak
cleric,
up
and
on
then
them
die
and,
in the first
pretty
encounter.
well.
This guy literally made this
I'm gonna
fucking
try to
game.
jump over, although I think actually, well, no, I'll just do it. You think you can make this jump without dying? She can. She's pretty badass normally, so.
I'm thinking of like all the
usually
old shit.
Astarion that dies.
I'm thinking of the shit like Icewind Dale and stuff.
So this is an example of a
I wanna
passive
play
check.
those.
So my nature skill was used to discover something, and so if it would have failed, I wouldn't have found it, of course. So I found a little cache. The cache belongs to the harpers, so it gives me a little secret. But it's especially this thing that I need. This is a potion of speed. It will double my movement points.
Man, I
And
just
it's going
remembered.
to
They have
also,
Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance
2
game
actions.
coming out,
Really good.
remember?
We're gonna try
I
a very
totally
complicated
forgot. Man,
thing, which will probably
I can't wait for that. That's gonna be fucking miserably bad.
see what I did there, but
It's gonna
probably
be terrible.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait.
First we're gonna go to
I can't wait. I'm gonna have so much fun with that horrible game. What's your favorite isometric game? Diablo 2. It has to be that. That game was fucking amazing good.
This seems as good a place as any to make camp. And rest. Huh. Might as well adapt to the Daywalker's ways.
So your camp is a place that's going to expand over time. You will be able to
See,
get involved
Baldur's
in your
Gate
camp.
was
your companions will obviously be here also.
a
And so
Diablo
there's a lot
version of,
relationship building happening in your camp.
Dark Alliance was a
I'm not sure this is a good
Diablo
idea.
version of Baldur's Gate. There we
Can
go.
tell her
That's
not
what
to
I was
question
saying.
me.
Me and
or-
Brothire played that shit like crazy. We
but I'm gonna
really
try to
loved
grant
those
her some,
games. They were
and
super
ask her
fucking
what
fun.
she needs.
There are lit fuses
So I'm
in
hoping
our
the new
heads.
one that they're
Sooner or
working on
later,
is
they're going to blow.
along the same
Each
vein.
hour that passes, the thing
Yeah, I
inside
noticed
us
he did talk.
grows.
Which is weird.
We need to find a healer. Let's wake up at first light.
Okay, so I'm going to agree with her because finding help is indeed our very first concern.
Maybe we'll get lucky. We're overdue some good fortune. Rest well. We'll need our strength.
The guys who made this is a AAA title
Rest.
series,
I
right?
tried to
But is
rest,
this
but
company
my
a
mind wouldn't
AAA
settle.
title gaming company, or are they an indie dev?
Just yesterday, I had been seducing a young noble, luring him to my master's lair. Since then, I've been kidnapped by mind flayers, chased through hell by dragons, and fallen from the sky.
Is this guy gay?
And I felt the sun on my skin. I should have burst into flames.
Oh no, he's a vampire. He's not talking about
So I can
fucking. He's
ask
talking
myself
about
questions
sucking.
in the moment of
I forgot about
introspection.
that.
I can think of my master who will be furious. It could be a vampire spawn. Yeah, actually, it's a good question. Can a vampire spawn even become a mind flayer?
The worm in my head might not even have an appetite for undead meat. Until I knew more about the tadpole, I wasn't sure how much danger I was in. I had to understand it, master it. I needed to find someone who knew more about this thing.
So I'm going to try to get some sleep, and I'm going to imagine dragging my old master into the sunlight. And that's a persuasion against myself, so I need to roll, I need to do an intelligence check, basically.
Why are you rolling an intelligence check?
Right on target. So the way that works is actually there's ability modifiers on it, but we just show you the actual DC that comes out at the end.
I drifted off with a smile, meditating on the flames that engulfed his cruel face.
But why did he roll on an inner dialogue?
Okay, let's continue our little adventure. So all of the dialogues.
What was the
in
point
game,
of that roll?
literally all of them have been performance captured, voice recorded, given cinematic treatment. Hasn't been any compromise because of all the cinematics that we're doing in there. So there's.
What happened if he failed that roll? Would he have thought of it like badly? Would he have been like, my master fucked me in the ass instead of whatever he said was good?
There may be even more that survive a crash.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Just a random dice roll because he had a thought? He thought of something and he had to roll the dice for it?
I might need those. I noticed already.
This is really bizarre.
I think it's useless here.
This game is confusing on many levels. He had a thought and he had to roll a d20 to figure out what that thought was.
Alive. That's unexpected.
Oh, man.
Last I saw you, you were lying in a crucible's worth of blood. An intellect devourer nibbling at your ear. Glad to see my eyes deceive me. I'm Gale. Well met.
So my vampire option is that I send something off. I was certain he would taste like bile. I can obviously draw my weapon because I don't trust the guy. Well, I'm going to take the vampire one.
Speechless? Might be the shock. We went through a traumatizing experience. If an instructive one.
He asked if by trauma he referred to the thing they put in my eye.
Yes. The ocular penetration by an illithid tadpole, which will end with our souls being snuffed like strands of weave caught in dead magic. Not to mention, you're staring at me like a Rashimi at a blackboard. You're no wizard, are you?
I can obviously just decide to feed.
I was too hungry.
But, I will tell him that I don't take kindly to insults.
Thin-skinned
strange.
and a dodger of questions.
Do you think any of these
now.
dialogue choices matter?
Guess that'll have to wait.
They're probably
Primary
just
need now
flavor.
as a healer. I take it you recall
Like, you
the
know,
insertion of
Skyrim-style
parasite.
dialogue.
Not only did I recall it, I said I was already enjoying its effects, referring to the fact that I can walk in the sunlight.
Interesting. Are you aware that after a period of
Yeah, most of them
excruciating
did in
gestation,
Divinity
it'll turn
2.
us into mind flayers? A process known as seromorphosis? It is to be avoided. I assume you're no accomplished healer either. Powerful cleric? maybe?
Yeah, it is taking that Rick and Morty humor,
This is a
though. The
conversation
whole
or
dialogue
an
is very Rick and Morty.
Just trying to figure
It
out
literally
where we
is just
stand.
the same guys from
Conclusion?
from the other game.
Nowhere. You and I
They're
are
just
in a whole
lifting
lot
the
of trouble.
personalities from
We need
the
help.
Divinities
I'm not
games
sure
and
where
putting
we'll
them into
find it in
some...
this wilderness.
I don't even want to
How
say
about
these
we
are
embark on
D&D
the quest for a
characters.
healer
These are just
together?
random people.
A wizard. Wizard is going to be very
Most
good.
excellent. Then, without further ado, let's be off.
Everybody is so
Besides,
self-aware.
Looks like you keep some interesting company. A woman with shadows for eyes, deep as the dark lake. Pleasure, madam.
Assassin's Creed characters, yeah.
Is it indeed?
Kinda.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Alright.
Not Assassin's Creed 4 characters, though.
Um,
Black Flag, that was really good. Maybe more a modern AC. Which, by the way, I heard might actually be a Viking thing.
just going to do a few things. Oh yeah, actually I did kill them, so we're good.
Listen, I gotta be
so
honest
I'm
with you.
gonna
I have
separate
a half a
them.
notion of just
I know
shutting
what's
this
coming,
shit
so I
off and
wanna
going to
show you
bed.
something. And I'm going to go with them.
When are we going to
These
China? I have no
guys,
idea.
this can
We already
back
kind of
in
went to
combat.
China in a side game. There was a China AC as like a mobile game or something. Wasn't really any good.
Jump here. Then I'm gonna sneak. And so the way sneaking works in Baldur's Gate 3 is that if you see a shadow, it's gonna lightly obscure you. Alright, and if you walk into the sunlight, you are going to be in the clear area. So when you're in a clear area and you get seen, you are caught on sight. If you go into a obscured area, then you have to roll a stealth d20, and yeah, if you get caught, you get caught. But you might actually succeed. If you're heavily obscured, as you will soon see, you can actually just walk right past them. It's kind of cool because every single shadow suddenly has use. But the
That
dwarf
is
uses
kinda
melee
nice. I
shadows.
sorta like that.
You can go light, or you can remove light. Anyway.
That's how I would do it in a D&D game. If you have somebody who likes to sneak,
So
if you have a
just gonna
rogue
be
or
here,
something, and you know you didn't really plan for that in a campaign, you could just be like,
and I'll-
yeah, you're in the shadows. You know, you just give them a shot.
Straight, a small thing that I
That's like
just
an
discovered
easy thing to come up with.
this morning. So normally what I do here, well, first of all, I show that you still have all kinds of environmental interactions.
The hell
that
is
you
he
can use
doing?
everything
Oh,
that
he's
makes
a
sense
magic
within the
guy,
world of
okay.
Dungeons and Dragons we've put in. So you can vaporize water with fire, but there's also other cool things that you do. So normally I just show this and I say, okay, well, this is where we are. We start from here. Basically, I do it to show that you can navigate over a very high and vertical world.
So it's not really like a
but I figured
Vancian magic
that if I
system,
cast
right?
Featherfall,
There's not like a short rest
make a
or a
jump.
long rest type of situation.
she still has feather. I don't know. If she would have jumped without featherfall, maybe we can do that too. She will die. Anyway, now he has to walk back. But
Jesus.
let me just do that. Featherfall is a very useful spell. The game has an enormous amount of verticality. We'll never get to the places where the verticality is high today.
Yeah, part of it too is like it really does have a kind of a cartoonish look to it, doesn't it? The same thing that bothered me in Diablo 3 is that it had a World of Warcraft cartoony look. This, I don't know if it's because it's like oversaturated or something, but it also has a cartoony look. It doesn't have that nice Dungeons and Dragon kind of grim feel to it, right? Grim dark. It doesn't really have that realistic tone, whatever you call it. Not like Diablo 4 seems to have. That one's got that nice tone going for it. This one's very colorful.
No, you're not grouped. I want to be grouped. You're grouped. Okay. So let's go meet these fine gentlemen and say hello to them.
You're both twice as tall as me, but have half the bloody backbone.
But we don't know what that thing even is. And what about the crypt?
I'm telling you, it's a ship.
That guy's head is
And the
fuck
crypt
off
awaits.
huge!
Mari and Barton have been trying to
Look
break
how
in
huge
for
his
days.
face is,
Now,
man!
Stop!
What is that supposed to be? A dwarf?
Already.
A gnome?
That's our ship.
His face is like
So we have a bunch of persuasion options.
distortedly large.
Tell them that I was just looking around. Tell them that the ship was full of monsters. My many
This is
comrades were
bizarre.
coming. Or I can try to intimidate them. I'm gonna tell them that there's plenty of monsters, and then that's gonna be a roll.
Yeah, it's so disappointing. This isn't anything like the first two Baldur's Gate.
It's going to be a
This isn't
fail
anything like
roll,
it.
which
It's
is
not
fine.
based
I
on
mean,
any
it's,
Dungeons and Dragon
You're all
edition.
hot
okay.
air. Think you can get us to leave that bounty to you? Not a chance. What are you lot waiting for? Get her!
Okay. So,
Man.
luckily for me, I planned for this. And so, if you do a shove out of a sneak position, that is a 100% chance. And so,
He only took 6 damage from falling that far.
okay. So, that was my
The boot almost did as much damage as that guy dropping that far. That is
I'm going
crazy.
to use grease. So grease
Should have
is
been
gonna
dead.
create difficult
Should have been
terrain.
death, my friend.
And difficult terrain is basically going to halve their movement speed as they're trying to go over it. So that's good. We made grease flammable, so if I can put fire on it, it's going to hurt them double. Unfortunately, I have no source of fire anymore because I used.
I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed. I wanted a Dungeons and Dragons system, and we got this fucking
However,
shit, man.
it's going to use her balls. 75% chance. I think this guy is the strongest. I'm going to do it.
What kind of shit are people talking? That's so curious. People can't be that excited for this, can they?
Where am I? So let's see. Somebody's gonna have to
Yeah, everyone's just screaming it's a reskin. That's all they're saying.
increase her AC. Okay. So back to her turn. Not down.
Damn.
That's good. That's a witch ball.
Yeah, in a way, I wish I had never played Divinity because,
she's gonna be able to hurt.
you know, I know how that plays, and I guess I'm gonna know how this plays.
Otherwise, this guy's
Link
trying to
the
go up,
OG.
get his advantage back.
Do you want the, check out the YouTube, do you want the YouTube or the stream? This is YouTube. And then, what's this stream?
I wonder if he's having a problem here.
I missed it. What just happened?
He might be in an eternal loop. Alright.
What the hell?
I'm gonna have to use a cheat here. No. Oh.
Oh, the NPC just went up and down the ladder a bunch of times, and then that's
Yeah, no,
it?
it's
What in the
important.
fucking
Actually,
hell?
Baldur said secret.
Well, that's Kickstarter. That's a fucking greenlit or, you know, early access for you. Yeah, people talking real mad shit there.
Okay, well let's just do it to see what it's
PAX
So I
2. PAX 2 should be the. Let me get you the. No, this is gonna be. I haven't even checked out this
You
one
can actually
yet.
jump on them also.
But PAX
Like,
2, Twitch TV PAX
with the
2.
warrior,
Let's
with
see if we got
Battle
it. Yeah, there it
Pole,
is.
combine that and then jump
This
on
is the one that we're actually watching
However,
the stream
this
of.
was actually really, but it was just a throw. I can still shoot. I need to
Ladder
make it stick,
PvP.
because otherwise Shadowheart is going to be in trouble. Doesn't have to be a pin down. 75% chance. Oh, that's... Okay, good. So,
PS5.
that means that she is now home free. She can...
Really? Did he actually say this is pre-alpha?
Why doesn't she have her spell slot on? Well,
There's no way he actually said it was pre-alpha.
I'm going to disengage. Using my jump, I can do this once in combat.
It's not even 5th edition. That's the thing that fucking blows my mind.
And I'll just finish.
How can you have a Baldur's Gate? That'd be like Neverwinter Nights switching to this system. How can you do that, man? That's not
Starting's there, but Gale.
disappointing.
Like I was a little bit too enthusiastic in sending Gale went away, so...
Guess we're gonna have to go play Pathfinder, huh? Is that Pathfinder? Is Kingmaker Pathfinder Kingmaker? Is that for console? Maybe I can use controller on it. What are we looking at? Oh, I think he like burned him or something.
That was good, actually. This changes things completely. Alright. So he's going to come for Gale.
Shit is such a
Alright, Shadowheart. How far
overwhelming damage, right?
You're gonna keep on
Shit
hitting
is
it,
dragging on, right? It is. It's just taking forever.
So we're going to try to...
And this is the point of the game, too. This is where you're supposed to be having
I don't
fun.
have to fire it.
You're supposed to be all jerking off over all the combat and shit.
Yeah, good.
But
Then
so far, I have not really gotten much of a stiffer on this one.
It's too far.
Just keeps on going.
Too far. Don't have anything I can throw it in. I'm not gonna make it. It's gonna be too far. She can dash. Okay, I'm gonna make her dash. That gives her double move speed. Well, I'm not gonna get very far, but getting a bit farther. That cancels the entire effect. But maybe if I yell at them, I can't yell. I don't have a yell yet. We will have that, but.
Damn, killed Gale?
Ow. Pity that we
Man,
can't
all
block
this
it.
fucking terrain that's blocking the cameras, too.
Well, okay. Now we need to make this. We're not gonna die here. I gotta think.
This guy's seriously dead, isn't he?
I don't want to restart again. Say it again. Oh yes. Thank you.
That's why you guys are here.
Shadowheart has it. But we do have we have magic pockets. We have magic pockets. You're basically telling me to run away, right? Oh, I have an excellent idea. This is going to work really well. So let me first try killing him. Actually. Did I
Man.
throw something already?
I don't know. I can't. I swear. Like a game where it's like you either do 4 damage or 9 damage, and you die if you do 4 damage. It's like, how is that fun? How is any of this fun? That's my question. How is any of this
Good
fun?
work.
I just don't see it, man. It's just a bunch of
Well,
weird
let's first see
shit.
which direction they're going to go. Actually, because I can go back. He's not going to make it.
Like, I don't see the fun in this. You've got 2 dead party members.
Be up again.
Fucking.
Where are you?
How is this supposed to be fun?
What I don't want to do is get too close to you. I can't get
I never really understood why this shit. The thing is I thought this game would be made for casuals, but it's not even close.
All right. We're gonna make
This shit is made for, like, I don't even know who it's made for.
So again. No, actually.
Wow.
Throw a dagger.
Throw a dagger? Why not?
Yeah, before. I mean, actually, those things help.
He's literally just executing all the fucking dead, downed people.
Such an awesome man. Okay, so this one works well.
I don't know why anybody would like this. Like, if it had
We'll get
Dungeons
there.
and Dragon
Might be hard
mechanics,
work,
then
though.
I would be down. I would be
actually,
down.
But what I can still do.
But it ain't got that. It's some other
against,
weird
right?
system that doesn't exist in a tabletop format.
Alright, okay. My boots?
Oh, throw the boots. Amazing. How are you missing a dead guy on the floor?
You missed a lot. Why did he get 2 shots anyway? Did he take potion himself?
How is this fun?
The AI thinks, looks at everything that it. Yeah.
So now the cleric is dead. The cleric is totally dead now, right?
Alright, so out of combat, their death saving throw. Oh, she's really dead? She's dead. Yeah, he's alive. That's good.
And they laugh. They laugh like, ha 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 ha, she's dead.
Right.
They laugh like, oh, she's permanently dead now. You have to go pay $1,000 to resurrect her, which you can't even get in the game at this point in the game. And the audience is laughing.
Standing next to her. There you go. Let's actually. Let's give this to Gale. Fancy stuff. Make him look more
I just don't get the appeal.
He's a rope.
How can you? So even though he won the battle, even though he won the fight,
Worth mentioning, of course, that you can play the game in multiplayer also.
what does he get for it? I mean, does he get anything interesting? I mean, he's got some loot, but it's like the most basic shit, right?
Well,
You know,
etc.
one silver, one copper
You can play
piece
as,
shirt, one
everybody
copper
here
piece
with
sword.
multiplayer story. So, and,
But he literally
last
doesn't
one's
have a teammate now. He is down one teammate.
play
How
multiplayer.
can he fight any future
Like
battles?
Being able to participate in each other's dialogue, seeing what the other options another person is considering.
Why was it that
And
hard?
quite intense, as you'll see soon enough. Okay, so we're gonna go inside here.
Thank you, Gimblebok. Everything all right out there?
I'm gonna claim to be Gimblebok and ask him to let me in. Don't worry, we're safe. If it fails, we're okay. Alright.
You sound a bit shaken, boss. Hang on while I find the key. You're dead!
Nope, you're dead. And the reason why is because I surprised him, and then when you surprise somebody, you get the initiative. And so this guy has absolutely no chance. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to shoot him down. There you go. And then I'm going to shoot him again the next turn. Is he gone? There you go. And then I know he's going to try to run away towards his buddies. I've played this before, which is fine. I'm going to shoot him again.
How did he know he was gonna run away?
There you go, and that's how easy it can be. Alright.
Yeah, amazing. He actually landed a 90% shot. Not just twice, but 3 times. 3 out of 3. Amazing.
Do all of this on his own.
How did he know the guy was gonna run away though?
How systemic use of all the systems can lead to great success. Actually, did I pick up my boots again?
Dust.
No, I'm bootless. Alright.
What else does this show? You guys have any idea? I gotta figure out what else this PAX shit is gonna be running. PAX East 2020. What are they gonna be streaming?
Okay, so I'm gonna switch the lights off.
Schedule. Here we go.
I'm going to go sneak mode.
Magic the Gathering. Learn to play Magic the Gathering and Transformers trading card game.
And
Wow,
put myself
amazing.
into 4 turn-based
Clank Sushi Go. Storytime session. Indie RPGs, game on demand.
behind this one,
Pokemon.
so I
Oh
can,
boy.
killer.
Transformers, Catan, Penny Arcade
Probably gonna start
Q&A.
turning back, so I'm gonna go and stand in the corner here. I'm heavily obscured. Right. So if I don't come too close,
Man,
they're
nothing.
not
Mario Kart Double Dash Speed Run. Magic the Gathering,
stand there,
Gang
no, there's-
Beasts.
This is the reason why. So you have a little hole here. Why? Because this light is creating a zone that she can see in, and then the zone just in front of her.
So
But
world's
here,
first
if I was
reveal,
standing
that's
here,
what we
she
got
would
for
be
that.
actually-
Dungeon and Drug Tags? No.
Oh, oh man, no, no.
Magic the Gathering, teaching games for fun and profit. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2? The hell is that doing on here?
This is my
Zelda
sneak attack.
universe?
So if I
No.
do it from melee, I get 1d6 extra damage while sneaking.
Damn, they're playing Windjammers at 3 o'clock.
Aren't you?
In 2 hours, they'll be playing Windjammers.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
So a lot of this is just random shit like talking about game reviewers, or Magic the Gathering Commander S, or Super Mario Bros. 2 and 3 speedrun. Renegade versus Paragon. Morality lessons from a horrible goose. This is like really indie bullshit stuff.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over here.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate 1 year later.
I'm going to take
Make it
my-
queer, you cowards. What in the world is that even gonna be about?
I think my arrow-
Thursday night concerts, video game pianist, MC Frontalot, Star Realms casual
Big arrow
tournament,
here for me.
designing a game live.
Sorry.
The hell was that? That was weird. Mortal Kombat 11. Why is that on here? Mortal Kombat 11 before D&D Adventures League? What the fuck is? Oh man. Yeah, I think this is the only thing that was even a video game. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past speedrun. I can smell past.
So the trick here is that I'm
Adult
gonna try to
Swim Games panel. Oh man, Flash games never die. This shit is just weird. Yeah, there's nothing here. There's nothing going down.
something here.
All right,
I'm
cool.
doing it this time.
Hey, it's good to know, man. I don't have to fucking nothing else to watch.
Here.
I think that might have been audio feedback. Yeah, maybe.
So we're gonna create a zone of darkness. So zone of darkness.
It's not even. This isn't even close to Baldur's Gate. It's not even like a facsimile of Baldur's Gate.
See me.
Other than it being set in Faerun, like I don't see a resemblance at all to the series. I don't really get it.
So zone of darkness.
Samurai Jack getting a game. Hey, I kind of liked Samurai Jack though. You know what else I kind of liked? Afro Samurai. That shit was pretty cool. I was down for those games. Those were fun.
Well, we'll just handle this guy. There you go.
What's the deal with that guy?
There's no skeletons this time.
Nope.
Oh, he's sneaking around.
This one.
Ugh. Ugh.
It's gonna work here. Really? It's not gonna work? Ah, there you go.
Yeah, Afro Samurai was really underrated. I don't know why that shit like flew under the radar, but it was really good. Yeah, his own clone cyborg. That shit was cool. They actually had an Afro Samurai game that was pretty neat. It had dismemberment in it. It was a pretty nice system. It worked out really well. Like an early Revengeance, you could think of it as. It was pretty fun. So this guy, so it's a turn-based walk around. So he's walking a path and then he takes his turn, and that's just how it is.
On it. So it's just
So there's no like, oh, can't reach.
a little bit short.
But see, he can't see too far ahead of him because it's dark in the room.
Alright.
But he can see here and he can see here. That makes sense.
So the clearness comes from the light, of course.
Actually, that's kind of a nice
Come back
stealth
to the
system,
station.
turn-based stealth system. You can see where he's looking.
That you're gonna
You
have
actually
something
see
like
the
this.
area that he would be, you know,
But
tagged
starting
in.
the Great Tomb Raider
That works out okay.
vanished.
It's still stupid, but whatever.
Something without being detected, which is quite an achievement. Alright, let's continue. So our door is open.
Yeah, they made Self pretty buff. Excuse me.
I like it.
Homely.
You don't have to sneak anymore. Also note changes when you start sneaking. The music system is super adapted to everything that you do. Right, this has a tendency of going wrong, so I'll do my utter best. This is a
That's curious.
a tomb. There's dangerous things here. There's skeletons lying on the floor, and then there's things that are popping up. Then I have perception checks that are succeeding.
Man, there's
that
so
are
much
failing.
disappointment over this game right now.
And then there's this big thing in
But I mean,
so inside you find a cool
I gotta be honest. I didn't really think they'd do it. I didn't think they would do the game like this. I thought they would stick to a traditional thing.
everywhere. Then you got fire appearing.
Oh fuck!
So, but
Grease.
I knew exactly where to stand. And I'm gonna enter turn-based mode because turn-based mode is also something that you can use to navigate traps. So you got 6 seconds to think, and then the traps get their turn, and you get your turn. So you get the gist. So the way that I figured out getting out of here, Mage Hand can throw stuff. And so what I can do, you saw that I can make my own stairs, so I can make a stair out of here. Mage Hand is just gonna go over here. Let the evil traps do their thing. And then I gotta do it the way that I'm doing it because I practiced this, and when I did it wrongly, I threw it too far. The crate got damaged, and then I jumped on top
Yeah,
of
it's
it,
real
and then the
fucking
crate got
sick, isn't
destroyed,
it?
And then I died anyway. So there we go.
You can move some boxes and shit. It's so fucking sick. It's so fucking sick.
So having turn-based mode allows us to do much cooler traps and not having you to require to have lightning fast reflexes.
Suddenly saved.
One of the games has many spells, many actions that you can do.
Unbelievable.
So it's
Unbelievable. Well, what can you do?
Alright, also solves the problem if you want to talk to very
I guess
fast.
old ass Dungeons and Dragons style stuff don't work no more, huh?
Sorry. No. Don't fall. Please don't fall.
Man, I'm ready to shut this shit off and go to bed, but I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to see how it just ends. I hope the guy dies. I hope the guy dies and he just quits. Yeah, I'm definitely certain this is a no bueno. But hey, you know, maybe they'll completely change it. If this is an early access alpha thing, then maybe it will totally change and be something later. But this, I mean, even if they do, the thing is I was really looking forward to a Baldur's game. Baldur's Gate.
Why do you have to follow
I
me,
wasn't
man?
looking forward to Divinity Original Sin Baldur's Gate skinning. I wasn't into that. I wanted a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition game. That's what I wanted. I wanted 5th edition version of Baldur's Gate. That's all I wanted. And we didn't get it. We're getting
The
this.
perception check was successful. It's not supposed to have a perception check, but it's good of Mage Hand to do it. But that's cool because then I can actually throw this thing on that. There we go. So that way, there's no more grease coming out of it. And I'm going to jump.
Yeah, if he's dead, then I'm pretty sure this is done.
Maybe
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Man.
I know what I'm going to do, but you have to stop. Alright. This is a bit harder than I expected it to be. So let me... Well, I know what I'm going to do. Alright.
This is an indie dev, right? The studio that's doing this. Who are they? Linden Ladian Studios or something?
So that's going to take that grease away, and let's just see what happens when I get out of turn-based. My crate is broken. Ah, man. Okay. Well, I'll bet I made a corridor here, so that's good.
You don't know if they are indie anymore. Yeah, that's the thing, right?
So now
I
we
mean,
know that
getting a title like Baldur's
my
Gate
dash.
should mean that you've stepped up in the world, but
I'll get out of here.
that ain't what I'm feeling right now.
Hopefully today. I guess I can walk over there and stand in the grease for a second.
What is this guy even doing right now?
Yeah.
Why did he do all that shit earlier if all he's doing is walking behind the pillars now?
Just have to get there now. Well, one more turn out.
Is it because he can jump on that box or some shit? Guy laughs like you. That actually might have been my brother you heard laugh, because my brother was laughing like crazy a moment ago.
Yeah, that should do it. Don't fall. Don't fall. Okay, we made it outside of the very evil trap.
I was really hoping the guy would die again so I could flush this shit and go.
So we're gonna get to the final room of this mini dungeon.
Yeah, I think he's watching my restream out there or something.
So this is the kind of situation you'll find yourself in if you're in multiplayer and you're just dashing off and leaving your party behind. You can always manage. It's just sometimes a little bit tricky.
So many dead.
This is something that we would have liked,
So
but you know,
we're entering
not being a D&D game,
so
I don't think he cares for it
bunch
now.
of skeletons on the floor, so you are.
Yeah, I don't know why Lothire didn't come in here to watch it. He probably didn't
So
think
here's
of
a
it.
little trick I figured out.
He probably wasn't thinking of it.
Take their weapons away.
Either that or he knew from the start this wasn't going to be
Unfortunately,
anything. I mean, he
because
might have already
somebody
known that
actually
it was going to be
advanced
another
action,
Divinity game and not an
the
actual
AI
Baldur's
developers are
Gate.
making it so that they will pick up the weapons that
I didn't. I was not really sure at all.
The AI will actually come to the same the conclusion on its own.
Hey,
luckily, it's not implemented.
Someone shoot that guy. Someone shoot Tilla.
Today.
No summoning.
Give this guy a sword just so that we can.
I'm gonna go lock the door before he gets here.
Did I have all of them? I just want to.
I'm gonna shut the stream off before he shows up. Alright, I'll see you guys later.
I'm gonna try the final heist. This little tomb raiding adventure, and if I fail, they'll spot me.
Man,
And
this
when
is
they spot me,
depressing.
what's going to
This
happen
is not
that they are
what I
going
wanted.
to, well, they shoot me and then
Worst.
I'll die, and then it's these
Worst
fellas
thing ever.
that have to come back and get me, and they are.
I don't know. I just don't know why I'm still sitting here. I could be asleep. You know how fun that would be.
I'll then consider whether or not I'm.
God, that'd be so fun. I'd have so much fun right now if I was sleeping.
Okay, my perception failed, so I need Gale. So, but
Yeah.
there was actually a. Oh, he can also bring a star in food back. So there's an actual shortcut, but I didn't
Man,
want to do it
I'm gonna
because
give
when
up
you do
on
it,
this
it
shit. It's
alerts
this
the
no
guards to the
good.
inside, and
It's
they
no
all gang
bueno.
up, and then I can't do a star.
No, I've already. No, I'm already hung up. I'm out of here. See you later, everybody. Have a good one. Have a good one.
It also creates a hole into the floor. So like this, I can jump in it. There we go. And then we find ourselves into.
I muted everything so they can hear.
But then basically all the bandits that are in this dungeon then stand up.
You actually set it up before I could join the stream.
Yeah, I totally. No, I didn't. It's on. It's on. I'm back. I was just. I just muted everything.
do that
I
to
just
me?
muted everything.
How could you do that to me? They clamor for my presence.
You don't understand. That was the funniest thing that's happened on stream.
I suppose it would
And I'm
be.
including all the Morrowind I
Oh.
just played.
Oh man.
Oh shit! I gotta fix the camera. I haven't done this in a long time.
The game is full of.
Well, you said you wanted it on camera, brother. So welcome to the stream.
All right. What's up, everybody? I'm here now. I just knocked down his keyboard.
It went into your ass crack. My keyboard is unclean. Alt.
Oh, let's see
and-
who's on. Let's on.
Woo! Look
Let's
at
see
that.
who's on.
Man, look at your fucking hair, bro.
Let's
Damn.
see. Danny Lowe's, what's up? Kiki,
You can't
what's
even
up?
read chat, dude. It's fucking.
It's barely, yeah, it's just barely there.
way
Your
over
screen's
there.
so tiny.
It's Tulud and Danny Loa. That's really, that's basically
Man,
it.
yeah, I've got my hair down this time because fuck it.
What happened? Just in case.
I mean, I just got, I just took a shower a few hours ago, so it's like I wanted to show off.
I wish I could have done that.
I
I
wanted
think
to show off a little bit.
'Cause right
oh
now-
my god, this game.
I feel like a Smash player right now.
This game.
Dirty. I feel dirty. This is nothing. This I can't believe how awful this is.
This game is just Oh, granted, it looks nice.
Yeah, I guess. I hate the color though. I don't like how colorful.
Yeah, it is a bit colorful for a D&D game, perhaps. Perhaps.
Lothire looking like Jesus?
A little bit.
With the glasses
Just a little
on?
bit. Just a little.
Jesus.
Man, let's see. You've already recounted, like, how this doesn't quite fit D&D, right?
Well, I mean, this is not... The thing is you and I tried playing Baldur's Gate 1. On stream, I think? We tried doing it on stream?
No, not
no,
on
we
stream.
did it. We did it ourselves. And we generally like it. It's just that the first one had that LAN problem, so we couldn't play together very
That's
well.
correct. It was really buggy when it comes to multiplayer LAN.
Right.
So I eventually gave up on it, and I even tried playing single player, but I didn't feel like the game didn't really have enough direction, and apparently that's by design.
Yeah.
This is also why we need
It's not supposed to be.
And we haven't really jumped on Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition 2 because we were waiting for like a special sale or something. But yeah, I mean, at least those games are kind of cool because they're like Neverwinter Nights, right? Because it has the Dungeons and Dragons style, where it's an edition. It's like 3.5 edition or something. And that shit it was pretty fun in game format. It wasn't the best, but it was pretty cool.
Well, I'm heavily obscured.
But now we've got Baldur's Gate 3, and I was under the impression that this was going to be a Baldur's Gate game because they called it Baldur's motherfucking Gate, and I thought it would just be 5th edition in a video game format or something like that. I had no idea it was going to be Divinity reskin. I really should have thought of it now that we're here, but
Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't really sure what to expect. There was a possibility maybe they would do this right, or there was a possibility that they would just do a reskin. And now we know.
yeah.
It's
a reskin.
Not the direction I would have chosen.
No.
But that's what, this always happens. This has been happening for years. Developers, they don't know how to work outside the box. They know how to make the game that they're good at. And when they take a property from somewhere else, they just end up making the game they already made with some slight differences. And it's disappointing to see that. It really is.
Oh, I only have 5 minutes left.
You see how this guy is running from the fight right now?
Oh.
Like, is this an actual thing that's fun, like, running from the fight?
I had the same problem with the original Divinity Original Sin.
Yeah.
The game was... It presented a level of difficulty at the beginning of the game that I felt was not acceptable. What's going on here?
Apparently, they're coming in and out of a fight sequence. They're coming in and out of combat repeatedly.
They didn't even test this. They didn't even test this.
Yeah, this is early access or something.
We've seen the bugs in this game.
This is fucking crazy. I can't believe they're pushing
We've seen the
this.
bugs in this game. Now one of his side characters is dead.
Why did he even die?
Why
what
did
happened?
he even die? I don't know. And then he was not dead for some reason.
Look at this guy's face.
Man, this guy...
This guy's face.
That is the face of a guy who doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
He has more forehead than I have interest in this game. It's incredible. I can't even believe what's going on.
I believe that is what is called a 5-head.
Well, since I only have 5 minutes...
See, normal people have a 4-head, but he's got so much extra head, you have to call it a 5-head.
So much fucking forehead. I can't believe it. Look at this fucking asshole.
Look at him, he's just like,
fuck you! Jesus Christ, I hate this guy, and I hate the other guy that was on screen too.
Oh, man.
Man, this is the face of worry and shame. This is the face of worry and shame.
Like, he doesn't know what to do now. He's like, please just end this. I don't want to be here anymore.
He gulped.
I was just like, he says like, please, somebody rescue me. I don't want to be here. I want to go home.
Someone pull that hook out on the stage right and just drag him off the stage, like fucking...
To the old-fashioned hook.
He needs to start going, ooh. you know, it's just the hook comes out and drags him off stage. Oh god, that's the only way to save this at this point. Oh, and there's somebody walking down. Okay, that's great. Oh my god, I'd be sweating. I'd be swearing. I would push that Dell monitor off the fucking thing and leave. Oh my god, that was horrible. That was horrible in every respect. It's not only am I let down, I am let down by a game that even looks like garbage. I mean, it doesn't function right. It's got all these problems.
Like I would
early access.
You know, this is okay. It's salvageable, right? Like, from my mind, this seems like a game that's salvageable. All they did was just do a reskin, right?
I guess it's all it is a reskin.
All you have to do is just take out the Divinity rules and put in the 5th edition rules. And I think there's room here to do that.
Maybe.
And then as far as the graphics go, that's a pretty easy fix. You're just making it look a little more gritty. That you could just like slap on a filter and that would almost do the trick. Like if you really wanted to be lazy about it, that would almost work.
Actually, the next thing we were going to do was resurrect them and go to
now,
and have a camp moment.
The flip side of this is, even though it's an early access game, what are the chances they're going to actually, you know, do the right thing and make the game better?
Said this is early access.
Well, according to Tula, the last Divinity, Original Sin, or the second one, or whatever the second name was, apparently in early access, they did change it pretty drastically. It drastically changed during. So, but the thing is that this one is that game. So they can't change this one very much because this one is already the formula that they decided to go with the last game, and the last game, I guess, was well received.
What consoles is this game?
So what are they going to change? What are they going to do? There's nothing to change. They had a winning formula in Divinity, whatever, and now they've got a winning formula in this trash, and it's
so understanding that this game is pretty much
that's a fun sound.
The previous Baldur's Gate games. Is there a chance that we might see?
That was from him, wasn't it?
That was from me. I hit the damn keyboard.
A ranger with a hamster companion.
I was about to say, you know.
Yeah, people won't be.
The clown car does not stop. There's no brakes on this clown car.
So I can't answer that question.
Yeah, this shit is fun up.
Man.
Just curious.
I mean, Sin 2 had some cool ideas, but yeah, I mean, this looks really bad. I mean, it just looks bad.
Are we going?
I have to question though
like we saw,
the beginning of how this game starts. Okay, so you're part of a group of people that were taken by what are they called?
Mind flayers.
Mind flayers.
Mind flayers.
Mind flayers.
For they flay the mind.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right.
But no, combat is turn-based.
They're in a flying ship.
Yeah, never heard of that.
What are mind flayers doing in a flying ship? Now, granted, I don't really know enough about Faerun, and I don't know enough about 5th edition, even though I've worked with it before.
The eyeworm penetration.
But I mean, if it's in the book somewhere, like hopefully it's in a book somewhere, fine.
Yeah.
But I wasn't expecting it.
Well, so
I was expecting being underground.
Yeah.
With the dark elves.
Yeah. So the thing is that mind flayers, that is how they were. But in the kind of expanded function of Faerun in these days, you know, they expanded it so that mind flayers. Do you remember Githyankis and Githronkis?
Yes.
Yeah. So that race of people were slaves to the mind flayers in the cosmic astral plane.
Yeah.
So mind flayers aren't just from the Underdark; they're actually from the astral plane, and they have had wars with mind flayers in the Githyanki and stuff. They go out and hunt mind flayers. That's just what they do. Because they were ex-slaves and shit. So I think that airship and that guy doing all that stuff, that mind flayer airship, that is probably where that is going, is what I'm guessing. It's not the typical mind flayer underneath the Underdark, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Which is how you and I know.
Like, in my opinion, you really should try and stick to the books when you're writing a story, right? if you want to give it that D&D feel, you got to stick with what the authors of the books have set out for you to do. You don't want to go beyond what they do because it looks kind of tacky. And I think this flying Mind Flayer ship is kind of tacky. And I think having the whoever were they Githyanki that were riding dragons?
Yeah, those were Githyanki's. Or Githyanki's, whatever.
Okay, you know, maybe I need to read up on 5th edition just to make sure that I'm not entirely talking out of my ass. But
no, I mean, this
is just typical video game stuff.
It's typical.
People think, oh boy, dragons, oh boy, flying ships.
Look, the whole cutscene looked cool. I mean, I thought it looked cool.
Without a doubt, that was more rule of cool than it was sticking with, in the bounds of Dungeons and Dragons.
But then we saw the game.
The game itself.
It just
man,
everything.
That was so funny when he died.
Oh my
that was so funny. Like,
he lost 2 party members and he tried to keep going with 1 party member stealthing around. And like, what happens if you're not?
This game's got problems, but this guy, he's got problems because he doesn't know how to play games.
He made this game, right? He's sitting here fielding questions. And
how do you make a game and not know how to play it? You know, I've always found that a little weird. He's not the first developer to do that, but I still think it's kind of weird.
I want to butt chug a Red Wing. That's what I want to do. A Red Bull, excuse me, a Red Wing. I want to butt chug a Red Wing from Star Wars. Fuck. This game is more interesting.
Butt chug an X-Wing so you can fly right out of here. Oh.
Man,
stick one up to every one of those developers' asses.
I'm just thoroughly disappointed. I don't.
Everybody has that game.
I think it's time to turn this off.
There's nothing here.
Man. All right. Well, is there any other games we can talk about? Is there like anything even remotely salvageable going on in this, whatever it is? PAX.
So I went through
PAX East.
I tried to go through the rest of PAX's lineup, and it's all a bunch of Magic the Gathering and speed runs, and talking about stuff. You know how these conventions are. They just talk about shit and stuff. So no, basically, there's no game reveals. There's no nothing. I didn't see anything about Animal Crossing.
What does Lothire do? Game dev or no? I'm not a game dev, I'm just an armchair game dev. I've been playing games for as long as he's been playing games. We've been playing games for...
Maybe a little longer, because you're 3 years older than me.
That's correct. I am 3 years older than he is. I've been playing games longer than him, but we've been playing games forever. We kind of have an idea how things work. And, we've both done game testing. He's done game testing longer than I have, basically. Professionally, perhaps.
Yeah, E3 is going to be garbage. I mean, I know Sony is already backed out of all the E3 stuff and all that shit. Brothire definitely has more game knowledge than Brothire.
Oh man!
Yeah, that's definitely a Tulin comment for sure. Yeah, that is straight up Tulin.
Man.
I mean,
no wonder $20 equals $2.
$20 is $2.
This guy's like a font of wisdom. This guy rolled a natural 20 with one whiz.
I think that might have been the funnest moment of the stream, is roasting Tulin on his bad typing skills. That might have been a little
Brothire is the smarter brother.
And I like the I like the THX Dolby surround sound version that we had when we were reading it out. We have those moments. We had the 7.1 surround sound on making fun of his typing skills.
Hey, we've gotten a couple of those on his stream clip, when we have those moments.
Oh, yeah. Those old when we were playing the arcade games. Yeah, we don't do that anymore, man. The MAME, we can't find any more things to play.
We also had a moment in, I think it was Oh, what was that game? The game with the guy you like.
Oh my god. A musical history of Zelda.
What
I'm out of here.
hell?
I'm out of here.
Stop derailing my thought process
Sorry,
with dumb shit.
Oh, hey, Eris is playing Resident Evil 3.
Hey, can we restream his stuff? Or would that be...
No,
oh.
you can't not without his permission.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, conventions and things like this are generally underneath like a public clause or something. But somebody else's stream, like you can't even you can't. I mean, you not without their permission. Eris can't even.
That game with the guy you like. I was gonna say that not Thief.
God damn it! I keep smashing my keyboard.
Why can't I remember that game you like?
What?
The one with the guy who goes out on an adventure. He's like
Uncharted?
Yeah, Uncharted. That's the one.
That game's great.
I'm getting a little too old. I can't remember all these video games anymore. But yeah, we had a moment in Uncharted where like we both recognized that the supporting character was not entering the car to hold down the brake. That was fun.
That was pretty funny. Like, why the fuck were you doing that outside the car? Uncharted was fucking amazing fun. I loved Uncharted. Basically, Uncharted.
Bro, you gotta come on more often. You know, there really isn't a whole lot of reason for me to show up that often.
I don't want him on stream.
He doesn't want me on that much, and there hasn't really been very many good video games.
No, there's no reason. There's nothing. I mean, you don't really care about modern video games because they largely suck.
Dragon Quest.
Okay, that's one game. And you would have cared about MechWarrior 5, except it's trash.
Yeah, it's kind of okay. So technically it's trash, but the mods for it are getting good. And I suspect by the time it's available on Steam, the mods are going to make that game like 100% better.
All this fucker does is create characters that look like famous characters in City of Heroes. This is all this fucking guy does. He plays the private server of City of Heroes and recreates fucking Freakazoid. That's all you do. And then you play for like 5 minutes and then you make another guy who looks like fucking Spawn or something.
Yeah.
Hachi or some shit. You're just trying to come up with it. That's all you do. Mm-hmm. You used to play fucking what was it? Sands of Time? No, A Tale in the Desert. You used to do that.
Yeah.
You know, you did that for a while. And now fucking...
Yeah, I have kind of an MMO streak going on.
I don't even think you could look at Yakuza for more than a few minutes without getting sick. There's nothing you can do.
Lothire, can you come on for a Final Fantasy VII remake? You know what? I would like to do that. In fact, I would like to play that remake, even though, it's not quite like the old game. Still, there's something there.
I think it's coming for PC, isn't it? Oh, you know what? It's going to be for PS4 first, and then later PC. Is what
that's the thing.
So,
but
so good.
I would be okay with just hanging out on stream and commenting on it. I guess that's.
You see, this
going to be an okay.
This
game.
is one of those secrets, right? We don't like letting this out. We don't, because we know what it means these days. But Final Fantasy VII was like really important to us when it came out. It was perfect and beautiful and amazing and everything. But we can't really say that because guys like fucking Maximilian, flop their dicks out. And then every time you say something like, I love Final Fantasy VII, everyone's like, oh, you're just trying to go for your nerd cred. Oh, you're just trying to get that nerd dick sucked, That's what people say. It's the same thing with Chrono Trigger. I can't say I like Chrono Trigger because motherfucking
really?
Maximilian is going to be like, I love Chrono Trigger too. And I've always loved Chrono Trigger. And it's like, come on. Like, everyone's just going to accuse you of being a fucking shithead that's just sucking nerd dick. That's the problem. But
You're not wrong.
I legitimately liked and loved Final Fantasy VII when it came out. I loved it. And that's why I'm going to love the remake, is because it's great. But I can't admit it because I'm going to look like a fucking asshole. And then everyone's going to be like, oh, you just love it because Maximilian loves it. It's just, you fucked. You can't do anything about it.
Well, I also don't mind, name dropping some old games that we liked. A couple streams ago, you mentioned Legacy of Kain.
Yeah, you guys. I hope you guys have
That's
actually
where our
watched that.
cred comes in, right?
I fucking love that. I love the story and everything. They're hard to play though, but they're
so
fucking
you
great.
mentioned the author for that game, right?
Yeah, it was a chick.
What you didn't mention was she went on to do the writing for Uncharted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, no wonder I love Uncharted.
Yeah.
I liked it because it was a Brendan Fraser movie. I mean, it's literally like they took the Mummy and put it in the game.
Yeah.
Like, I love that.
But yeah, Legacy of Kain was those were one of those games that we liked, nobody else likes, therefore that gives us the nerd cred, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Unless
there's somebody else until right up until some famous streamer goes, "Oh man, I love this game."
I've given up. I mean, listen, I thought we had gamer cred when we liked Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Now they're making a new one. So fucking whatever gamer cred I had is all blown up. At this point, I have to just say I fucking love Pole Position. That's the only thing I have left, and I'm sure some asshole's gonna come up and be like, "Yeah, I love Dig Dug" or some shit. It's gonna fucking blow me out again.
Our bro also on console or more PC? So these days I've been more PC. That doesn't mean I won't come back for some sort of console game, obviously.
I mean, you did for
but
Dragon Quest.
It's getting a little few and far between. Like for console games, I get maybe like one game a year at most. For PC games, it's a little more frequently than that. And I often find myself going back to older games and playing those.
The thing is like I'm not enjoying a lot of the games that I play on stream. I just enjoy streaming. Lothire over here doesn't really have the gift of gab. He actually enjoys games, and
I kind of need a foil around to sort of keep my keep my talk up.
You actually need games that are interesting, whereas I don't need games that are interesting. I can kind of make them interesting by making fart jokes all day, and talking about my penis on stream.
Mm-hmm.
But you need a genuinely okay game to really chew on and have a good time. There hasn't been one since Dragon Quest for you, which I think is garbage. They just don't make games that good anymore. Games are now like a service and shit. They're not really meant for fucking hobbyists that are into it. It's for a casual audience now, so it's really hard to find stuff that's good. Then you get, the indie guys that are just trying to reskin all our favorite 8-bit games.
Oh, man, yeah. I was going to mention, there's another one of those Castlevania Symphony of the Night-like games.
Yeah, super anime, though.
Yeah, it's based off an anime called Record of Lodos War. It's pretty niche.
I mean, we watched that when we were younger, but...
Yeah, but I mean, it was one of those animes that were never popular in the U.S., but the pen and paper of it is really is popular in Japan. Not really popular, but like cult hit in Japan. And once in a while, some sort of spin-off will happen with it, and one of these spin-offs is a Symphony of the Night type game. And... I'm trying to remember the title of it. It was some sort of like labyrinth, Wonder Labyrinth, something like that.
I didn't plan for this, but Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is like perfectly situated in the middle of us. This is sick.
He's just giving us that look.
This might be the coolest blanket we've ever found.
It has improved your stream decor.
Smell him. Smell the rock. Do not smell what he is cooking. Just smell the rock. Last time a guy told me to smell the rock. He subbed for the chat, by the way. Thanks again, 72LX Days for following. Danny Loa, 4 months tier 2.
Ooh,
Danny Loa,
pretty good, man.
You
must really like this guy.
I think the weirdest lore in my channel is that I have a tier 2 sub from when I played fucking Zelda. That's Danny Loa. I played fucking Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and that's when he came in here, and he's stuck around ever since. It's like, I got you from fucking Zelda?
Hey,
like,
man.
You know what happened?
That's the power of Zelda.
You know what happened last time I played Zelda?
I mean, they're having a musical thing at PAX regarding Zelda.
Oh, fuck.
Zelda is
I'm going to turn it back on. Oh, no, it hasn't started yet. Okay,
good.
Thank God.
I'm not going to be here for that.
Last time I played... there is something... You joke, but last time I played Zelda, I got like 50 bots followed me. So, fucking, there's something about Zelda. It draws the the crowd, man. It's fucking... All right, well, I think it's over, man. I'm hungry. I'm going to devour some more spaghetti and then go to bed. And we're just going to fucking jerk off to some Morrowind tomorrow. You won't be here. You won't be here because...
No, I don't want to be here when you jerk off, that's for sure.
Unless you want to hold my keyboard and my mouse, and you can click on the dialogue while I control the character.
Jeez, I'm just bored enough I might try that.
Like that weird fucking robot game for the Sega Genesis. You remember that? One guy controls the top part to shoot, and the other guy walks it around.
Oh man,
What
I
was
can't
that?
remember exactly.
It wasn't
what that
Mech
was.
Warrior, but it was like BattleTech maybe. I'm not sure.
No, it
What
wasn't
was
a
that
BattleTech
shit?
game.
It wasn't Mech
What was
Warrior.
that game?
I can't remember. It was wild, right?
Man, we're getting too old. We can't remember all
we used
these
to
games.
be pissed at each other. Gonna be like, "You gotta go over there. I didn't shoot him," and you're just like, "You're like, fuck, man, the objective." It was pretty funny.
Yeah, we can only work together so well, you know. Well, actually, I think we could do better.
Well, I'm gonna ban Tula.
No, don't ban him. Don't ban Tula. Don't ban Tula.